Prakash.
Hey,
You know,
Radhika, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm super. How are you? Please tell me.
You know, I am a homemaker.
Hmm?
And now recently I have joined as a Montessori teacher also.
Hmm.
Now I'm facing few issues there. Okay,
Okay.
I will shoot you some questions so that you can help me out with the answers.
Sure, let me try. Go ahead.
Okay, now see, now major conversation of mine is with the students, with
Hmm.
small kids. As I'm a Montessori teacher, I have to converse with the small kids.
I understand.
So basically, they are not aware. We usually do conversation in English, and then we do side by side in Kannada also, so that they are familiar with us. How can we do it in a better way with them?
So can you come back with your question? Is it the language issue, Radhika, or
Uh, yeah, kind of a language issue, and what kind of conversation we can do with the kids so that kids feel motivated and they start conversing with us.
so Radhika? I know a couple of things here. Number one, when we are talking to kids, yeah, uh,
Yeah.
generally, you know. Our suggestion is to avoid any kind of conjunctions. When I say conjunctions, it's like don't shout, don't jump, don't do this, don't do that. Classically that needs to be avoided on a regular basis because from an NLP perspective that brain cannot process negatives. So
Yeah.
if I ask you right now that don't think of jumping from your terrace to the ground now. So the
Yeah.
visual that you are probably getting is you jumping from the terrace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because though you will probably not do it, but your brain visualizes the injunction, not the conjunction. So for kids, it is even more stronger. So when you say don't
Okay.
jump, probably they will jump more. So
Okay.
one of the things is that, and second, very importantly, when we are conversing with kids is rapport and trust. The
Yeah.
kids like to speak to people who can build rapport and who can build
Yeah.
trust. So imagine, if I
Yes.
take my son up and if I keep tossing him up and if I catch back, he knows that I will probably catch back. If once or
Yes.
twice if I leave him and if he gets hurt, then that trust is broken. And
Yes.
probably every time I lift him up now, he's not comfortable dealing with me. So
Exactly.
it's also that we build trust and we build good rapport with kids in
Okay.
whatever ways they are conversing. So
Okay.
English, of course, as a teacher, you will have to deal with them in English and help them learn that language. At the
Yes.
same time, whatever is their mother tongue, whatever they are
Yes.
speaking at home, if you can build rapport in that language, that also helps.
Okay. That's a nice solution for my query. And one more query I have. See, being a teacher, sometimes we have to confront many rude parents. There will be parents whom we don't like also. But we can't show our that frustration or whatever dislike towards them is there. And we have to be always pleasant, smiling, and very approachable. So
True, true,
how
true,
can we
true.
as a teacher I'm asking, how can we do that without offending the parent or the opposite person, anyone for that matter, whom we dislike? How to make a pleasant conversation with them?
Okay. uh, before I answer that, I just wanted to ask you one thing. Now,
Huh.
when you are conversing with parents, what's important for you? What do you hold as more valuable for you?
Hmm. uh, the kids liking my teaching method
What
and
else?
my
What else?
approach towards the kids,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay.
and basically the tone which I use towards with my kids.
Now, if you see, if you have noticed, all your responses are of kids. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, when you are teaching kids, when you are playing the role of a teacher, for you, kids are in the central theme, not the
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah,
Maybe you're
yeah,
conversing with parents because you have to do, because they come to pick up and drop and stuff like that. But
exactly.
in the identity as a teacher, kids
Yes,
are in your central scheme of things. Yeah.
yes.
So even when conversing with parents, you can still play the same role of that teacher who is teaching with the kid. If that identity
Okay,
is stronger, uh, you know
okay,
your likes and dislikes, your personal biases towards your teacher, parents, or even the way they speak, everything can be discounted subconsciously, because your entire focus is on the kid in contention. That's one of the ways that you can do it.
okay. That is nice. Yeah, I can try that. So
Yeah,
now, because of the lockdown, interaction is almost nil with the parents right now.
yeah. I'm sure
So
there are more WhatsApp calls than personal meetings.
yeah, actually, we are doing that now. We are kind of doing pre-recorded classes for the kids so that they don't feel they are missing something from the school environment. And also, we are trying to reach out to them through video calls so that we can make them yeah, like they don't forget us.
Yeah, I
So
know.
that so that they don't forget the whatever basics we have taught them.
But
So
luckily,
yes,
kids have got a very long-term memory. They will
yeah,
remember you even after years. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
fortunately, they do have that, and so it's a nice thing to be connected with the kids. And I feel
Sure.
happy when I do that. It's like a stress buster for me.
Very good.
So, and moreover, sometimes I do apply this NLP teachings, whatever I have learned from you and Venugopal sir. So it helps a lot.
Very good.
So
Very good.
thanks to NLP.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for following NLP. Yes, sir.
Yes. And what else? Can I ask anything personal questions?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
See, I have a small kid. He's not so small also. So how can I do something which can, um, like he is making him sit for studies is a bit difficult for me, though I'm a teacher. But when it comes to my son, he is only like, mama's boy, and, he only listens to what his teachers say rather than what mama says. Because for him, his mama is a mama, not a teacher.
Yeah,
At,
true.
so, how can I do something which can bring interest for him to sit and study at least for a while? Not, I don't mean whole day, obviously, no. At least for a couple of hours, like half an hour or to 1 hour, something like that. How can I develop that interest without losing my patience and my temper?
I have a question for you, Radhika. As a teacher, tell me, uh, is sitting and studying the only way to learn something?
Not exactly. Not
So, as a
exactly.
mother and as a teacher, what are some of the different things that you can try with your son, so that your need of he sitting and studying uh, probably is not the only way to learn?
I really don't know. Sometimes I get stuck on that point, and I get feel like, okay, what can I do? Think of thinking.
Yeah. So classically, in the village side,
Hmm.
there is this story that if
Okay.
just before monsoon,
Hmm.
if the birds start building the nest
Okay.
on the top of the tree, towards the top of the tree,
Okay.
uh, that means the monsoon is not very great that year. And
Okay.
if it is building the nest in the middle or lower middle of the tree, that means monsoon is going to be very strong that year.
Oh.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
monsoon that is taught by meteorological department is more theoretical, more advanced. But a
Exactly. Yeah.
kid in any village will
Yeah.
actually know whether the monsoon is good or not just by looking at the tree. Yeah.
Okay.
So, as a mother, as a teacher, you can find different ways of giving the same knowledge that he probably will get by reading the board, by giving him
Okay.
practical examples, or even making him go out, of course with all the safety taken care. You can
Okay.
actually show him clouds and stars and moons. Anything
That's
that works. Anything that works. Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I can try that with him.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Thank you, Prakash, for your answers.
Thank
I
you
like
so much, Radhika. Thanks for connecting today. Have a lovely day.
you too. Have a lovely day. It was nice getting connected to you, though we are sitting in two corners of the city.
Yeah.